What's going on, everybody? Alex back with another cryptocurrency video, and today I'm going to be giving you guys the top 3 reasons why cryptocurrency sucks. Okay, cryptocurrency is a pretty difficult place to actually make money as a business, and I want you guys to completely understand all the implications of what I talk about, and my goals and journeys in this space, right? So keep in mind, guys, basing a whole business strategy on blockchain technology and the speculation that eventually it's going to come to fruition is a very risky game. It's in some cases a gamble. I want you to understand that, right? Coming from an entrepreneur that tries to keep it as realistic as possible, being realistic, guys, you got to understand, okay? This is one of those things, is sink or swim. It's that simple. There's a lot of fundamental changes that can have in cryptocurrency. I'm not trying to spread FUD. I'm just giving you guys, if you don't know what FUD is, it's basically just like false information. I'm just trying to give you a realistic perspective. This is why I build my skill set and I'm doing other things. I'm not just completely involving myself into cryptocurrency. It's not that I'm getting bearish, guys. Like I know a lot of people are thinking like, oh, I'm going to sell all my cryptocurrency or something like that. That was never, a thought of mine. I'm just simply giving you guys realistic perspectives. Okay, that's what you get on this channel. You get realistic perspectives. So I would say the first reason why cryptocurrency sucks, and my complete and total honest opinion, is the fact that people in this market that are smarter than others are willing, more than willing, to take advantage of them, right? So we have people that understand the concepts of the internet a little bit more than the average person. So you'll see things like spam comments, right? So you could even go to my videos. I get hundreds of people spamming the internet, right? They'll typically say something like, this guy made 100K off of Bitcoin and I followed him and he sent me free money. All you have to do is contact them at some random name at Gmail, and then they won't put the .com. They'll put like a space com, right? And the reason why they do that is because they're manipulating the YouTube algorithm to get, past all the filters, all the spam filters, right? So these people just go on blockchain, on the internet, right? They use blockchain because it's more anonymous, and it's a lot harder for an organization to track somebody down. If they're using blockchain technology, it's probably an encrypted email. There's a lot of things that these people can do to take advantage of you, right? So someone might not know, they get windowed in because, making 100K, I mean, it does sound too good to be true, but some people still, are curious. They email this person, and the next thing you know, they lose all their cryptocurrency. There's so many ways. For some reason, in cryptocurrency, it's a little bit exaggerated, being that it's an unregulated market. Nobody knows what to do, right? No, you could even see it in Congress when they're trying to pass regulation. It's almost a joke. It's a joke. Some of the regulations that they pass, it sounds like they don't even understand what's really going on. And that's the first point in cryptocurrency, is that if there's a way to take advantage of you, they will take advantage of you. Keep that in mind. Be careful where you put your money in cryptocurrency. Go with the most legitimacy, because this is already extremely volatile and risky. This is a gamble, guys. I want you to understand it. So that's my first reason, why cryptocurrency sucks. Right? This will give you guys all transparency. Second reason why it sucks is because, guys, this is a small market. It's a very small market, okay? It only has $200 billion in it, okay? So being that I am an entrepreneur, and the purpose of an entrepreneur is to set yourself up for the best chance to actually make money, most entrepreneurs wouldn't go in a market that's worth $200 billion, okay? Very risky. It's called first movers, okay? We are in a first movers market, right? And a lot of people, with a lot of money, they say, one of the sayings they say is, you never want to be the first person, you want to be the second person, but you want to do it better than the first person. Why? Because sometimes first movers, they don't win. They end up, it not happening, whatever dream that they followed, and they end up losing, right? Whether it's, through success, personal fulfillment, money, whatever the case is, it's risky to be the first guy. That's basically what I'm trying to tell you guys. that is my personality type. If I was to categorize myself, I'm a dreamer, creative, kind of disruptor. That is my type of, I would say, personality types when it comes to cryptocurrency, right? So if you are not that type of person, if you're conservative, right? If you're the type of person, that's why most of these guys are not involved with cryptocurrency. And as time goes by and cryptocurrency develops more credibility, that's when we see more people. Does that make sense to you guys? I've read this book, and I can't recall it off the top of my memory right now, but basically it talks about the different personality types, right? You got the first person, they're called first movers. And then you got the first adopters, the people that kind of catch on to the wave quickly, but they weren't the first people, right? And then you got like the regular public, right? The regular public, they catch on like when everybody catches on. Like, for example, I would say like a 30-year-old that when cell phones were already a year in and they saw the use and functionality of the cell phones, like the majority of people, they thought it was worth their investment, so they invested into the phones. And then you have the last adopters, which are the people that just never they're still with their, flip phones right now. They haven't got around to the real technology, or they're not applying it in the way they should be. They're kind of like last adopting, right? For whatever belief system they hold, that's their choice. We are in the front of the spectrum, okay? Now, with great risk comes great reward. So this is the reason why I do it. And I want you to you got to have your own reason. You got to have your own set of principles. So when cryptocurrency drops to these low numbers, you can literally overcome that. That's the whole point. It's having faith, right? And all that comes from more knowledge, and it comes from understanding where your basis is, building that foundation of knowledge so that you don't make an emotional decision, okay? This is another reason why I wanted to make this video, is to give you guys, the real deal, actually exactly how to do it. Less is more. It's not about doing all the moves and finding decentralized applications and going crazy. It's about having a solid foundation and a holistic perspective on what's really going on, and we'll see what everybody's doing and make actions accordingly, okay? So I'm rambling here, but let me come to my next and final, the worst reason, in my opinion, why cryptocurrency sucks, okay? Now, it's kind of like good and bad in both ways, right? So it just depends on how you look at it. Cryptocurrency is fighting the biggest opponent in the world, okay? We are going against the superpower of the world. Understand that there's a way that life has been ran for the hundreds of years. You have people at the top that don't want that changed, and they technically have all the power, okay? So if we're playing chess, if life is chess, right, and everybody's trying to invoke their viewpoints on life, okay, being, decentralization of cryptocurrency. Stay with me here, okay? Stay with me. It's going to make sense. So decentralization is not you can't define decentralization. The whole point of it is giving power to the people. So this is a psychological, this is psychology, guys. This is psychology. This is a viewpoint on life, right? And we're just applying it to code and making it true through code, okay? Understand that. So being that, this is a viewpoint that other people don't share. The people in power, they want to stay in power. They want to keep the power, in their generations of family. They own all the cards. They have all the leverage. They have military. They have world, leaders, right? They have influence. They have money, okay? If these people wanted to take, and this is not FUD. This is not negativity to our kids' cryptocurrency, because you have to understand it, right? If they want to take over, they can take over, right? They have all the guns in the world. They have all the money in the world. Now, Bitcoin is run on nodes. What are nodes? Nodes are basically places on the blockchain that regulate the economy. Okay, now there's some people that claim if you take down 4 massive nodes, the biggest nodes in cryptocurrency, you can compromise the security of the system. There's a lot of different ways this can go wrong, guys. There could be AI comes out, makes artificial intelligence comes out, and they create quantum computers. Now, if you understand how blockchain works, okay? It's a public ledger. And if quantum computers come out, they can have an algorithm that will completely compromise, you know, the security of Bitcoin. Now, there are coins coming out with quantum resistance, right? There are, you know, actions being taken to basically stop all of this, the decentralization. You know, if they take down Bitcoin, well, there's other coins that are ASIC resistant, not as centralized, and proof of work, that it would be a lot harder to compromise those coins, like Ravencoin, right? It puts the power to the people so that, you know, these governments can't just take down free nodes. There's going to be millions of nodes that they have to take down with Ravencoin. Now, there's a lot of, you know, like, there's a lot of solutions to these problems. Don't get me wrong, guys, but the whole overall gist here is that we are going up against a giant, okay? So that's why cryptocurrency sucks. There's a lot of other markets that you could definitely get into and build a business long term that are a lot safer. The reason why this is so risky is because, you know, it's the world government, guys. What do you want me to tell you, right? It's just the truth. Now, just to give you some security and some assurance, you know, blockchain is something we've never seen before. Everything I'm saying now is the same thing that they said about the internet, right? Like, why would the government let the internet happen? But it happened, and there's nothing they can do about it. We are a huge driving force. You know, we're a force to be reckoned with. It's $200 billion, and, you know, this technology, for the most part, has survived some crazy stuff. Like China, you know, banning the coin. That's a very fundamental piece of news. China has the most volume out of any country in the world in cryptocurrency. And the fact that they banned it, and it's still here, and it even went up to $20,000. The market cap surpassed, you know, got close to gold, is a very strong argument for, you know, the possibility of cryptocurrency being, you know, if we're 1% correct, guys, if 1% of the world's money is captured with cryptocurrency, that's like a $200,000 Bitcoin per Bitcoin. So understand, it's a very educated argument. A lot of smart people, developers, guys that spend their life coding on the internet, the top line developers in the world, you know, are still joining the blockchain movement. These are all good signs. You know, Mark Zuckerberg, you know, obviously they created their own coin, right, for a reason. Now, that doesn't mean we shouldn't have a balanced perspective and understand what we're going up against here. You know, this is I kind of want to make this video to give you guys like my complete thoughts, because sometimes making these tutorials, I can't really get out what I really feel about, you know, cryptocurrency and my actual experiences with this, you know, this project here. It's definitely a project, guys. Keep that in mind always. But yeah, I mean, that's it for the video. You know, the first reason these guys are out there to take advantage of you through spam comments, through any, you know, way possible you can get taken advantage of cryptocurrency, right? You know, the second one being that this is such a small market and there's much more opportunity in other places, right? So you want to keep that perspective. And then the third one, we're going up against giants, guys. We're going up against giants. So keep that in mind when you're investing in cryptocurrency. If you have $100, do not invest into your name, and that's all your assets, right? Maybe you should hold that $100, right? You know, don't put your whole net worth in cryptocurrency. It's risky as hell. But if it pays off, we just changed our whole family's generation of wealth for the rest of our life. I don't even know if I explained that correctly. But guys, it's the decentralization of conscious thought. But that's it for this video, guys. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism. Subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, and I embody it, if you don't get with this technology, you will get left behind. Catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.